Well, students, let me start with acquired immunity. So, what do you mean by acquired immunity? Acquired immunity, it is that kind of immunity that we develop in our body due to disease or vaccination. Okay, so already I have explained about it. Now, moreover, the acquired immunity, it is also called what? Adaptive immunity. Okay, and this acquired immunity, it constitutes a specific defense mechanism of the body. Okay, now why acquired immunity, it constitutes a specific defense mechanism of the body? Because this kind of immunity will protect our body from particular kind of germs. So this kind of immunity will protect our body from particular kind of germ. So for this reason, acquired immunity is called specific defense mechanism of our body. Moreover, acquired immunity, it is called what? It is called third line of defense. You have studied about the first line of defense, the second line of defense. So first and second line of defense constitute what immunity? Innate immunity. Whereas the third line of defense constitutes the acquired immunity. So always remember, acquired immunity is a third line of defense. So if you get a question, what is the third line of defense of a body? You are going to say that third line of defense is the acquired immunity. Okay. Now, this kind of immunity, it will develop in our body due to two reasons. And what are the two reasons? Due to contraction of disease or by vaccination. So we get acquired immunity either by contraction of a disease or by vaccination. Okay. Now, contraction of a disease, for example, say if you get chicken pox once, you will never suffer from disease for the second time. Okay, so chicken pox, it is such a kind of disease, or measles, it is a kind of disease that we suffer from only once in our lifetime. So if we get the disease once, for the second time we will not get the disease. Why? Because we have acquired, after getting the chicken pox, we have acquired immunity in our body not to get chicken pox disease. We have acquired the immunity not to get the chicken pox disease. So for this reason, this kind of immunity is called what? Acquired immunity. And this acquired immunity, it works through antigen antibody reactions. So antigen antibody reaction, so very important term, the acquired immunity, it is going to work through antigen antibody reactions. Now you have to know, what do you mean by antigens? Antigens actually means what? Pathogens. That means germs. Antigens are what? They are the germs. Okay, so when the antigens, they enter inside our body, they stimulate our body to produce some protein substances, and those protein substances are called antibodies. I am repeating once again, antigens are what? These are the germs, these are the pathogens. So when they enter inside our body, what they will do? They will act just like foreign substance, and as a result of which our body will not be able to take up the germs. Our body will try to get rid of the germs. Why? Because the germ is what? It is a foreign thing. Okay, so automatically what will happen? Our body will become stimulated to get rid of the germs. So how our body will get stimulated to get rid of the germs? Our body will produce some protein substances, and those protein substances are called antibodies. Is it clear? So what the antibodies will do? The antibodies, they will fight with the antigens, and they will destroy the antigens and protect our body from disease. Okay, so once again I am repeating that the acquired immunity, it is going to work through antigen antibody reactions. So what are antigens? Antigens are pathogens. They are actually germs. Okay, now when these germs, they will enter inside our body, what will happen? The germs are what? The germs are they are foreign substance. Our body will not be able to live with the germs. So what will happen? Our body will start to get rid of the germs by producing protein substances, and those protein substances are called antibodies. Okay, so those protein substances are called antibodies. Okay, then what the antibodies will do? The antibodies will try to destroy the antigen. So there will be a fight between the antibodies and the antigens, and as a result of which the antigens will become destroyed, they will die, and this is how the antibodies will protect our body. Okay, so this is a very interesting antigen antibody reaction, is very interesting. Okay, now what are the unique features of antibody? Now, there are four important features, or four unique special, I would say special features of antibody, or in other words I will say acquired immunity. So what are they? They are specificity, diversity, discrimination between self and non-self, and the last one is memory. Okay, what do you mean by specificity? Specificity here means that the antibodies are very specific in nature. A particular antibody will always act on a particular germ. So remember, particular antibody will act on a particular germ. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, you have contracted the disease chickenpox once upon a time. So you have what? Antibody against that chickenpox in your body. Okay, so you are having that antibody against that chickenpox. Okay, now if for the second time the antibody enters inside your body, the chickenpox germ enters inside your body, the antibody will act on that chickenpox germ and will kill the germ. So you will not get the disease anymore. For the second time you will not get the chickenpox disease. Okay, now this antibody produced here, this will act only upon the chickenpox germ. It will not act upon the measles germs or any other germs. So remember, this antibody produced, it will act only on a particular germ. Okay, the second one is diversity. Diversity. What is diversity here? Diversity means different kinds. So in our body, there are different kinds of, diverse kinds of antibodies present. Is it clear? So don't think there is only one kind of antibody present in our body. There are different kinds. There are diverse kinds of antibody present in our body. So second unique feature of antibody is what? Diversity. The third one is that discrimination between self and non-self. So this is a very important feature of antibody. Okay, so the antibody can make out which one is the self, or which one is its own body cells, or which one is its own body, or which one is the foreign body. So the antibodies can make out which one is the self. Self means what? Own. So antibodies can make out which one is its own body and which one is the foreign body. So self is the own body, non-self is what? Non-self is the foreign body. So automatically when antibodies will see that a non-self has entered, a foreign substance has entered, what will the antibody do? The antibody will fight with that non-self and will destroy the non-self and protect our body. So antibodies can discriminate, can distinguish which one is the self and which one is the non-self. Okay, and the last one is memory. The last one is memory. Okay, so the first one I have told you, antibodies are very specific in the function I have told you. Okay, so a particular antibody will always act on a particular antigen. Okay, I have given you the example of chicken pox. Once you get the disease chicken pox, you will never suffer from this disease for the second time. Why? Because in your body there will be what? Some memory cells present. And those memory cells, they will do what? They can remember everything. That once upon a time, the chickenpox germs have entered inside your body. So if for the second time the chickenpox germ entered inside your body, this memory present in the body can remember everything, and as a result what this memory will do, or what the memory cells will do, it will kill the chickenpox germs and will save your body from getting the second time chickenpox disease. Okay, so these are the 4 important features of an antibody. I hope you have understood about it.